spirits. Niggas die trying to live out these old rap lyrics. I try to give it to them just how it come to me. Real and unedited, not how it be on TV. Be myself and don't be what them haters want me to be. Take the good, the bad, hit my knees, set me free. Make the bad good, put that on my leather and wood. Cinderella with my fellas, deep off in the hood.
Nigga like me, gonna get money till I get rich. Ride with a couple hundred cheese and a biscuit. Stay down for whatever, forever hustle with my misfit homes. And so you gon' see just how cool this shit be once we get rich.
Hey!
With my misfits.
And that's how we kick it off. You hear me? I be in my car having a good old time. Hear me? All right. Welcome back to the Tea and Cognac session. I'm your girl, O'Brien, a.k.a. O.B., a.k.a. O, coming to you with episode 2 on the Tea and Cognac session. Well. This shit's fun. You hear me? So what did we say we was going to be doing? Because what is O'Brien good at? Calling y'all on your bullshit. And today's topic is America's mental state. It's election year. We supposed to be voting and some more stuff, but they ain't talking about no reform, so I'm just kind of curious. But we can talk about Springfield, Missouri's politics and who running for mayor. And at this point, I do believe it's the people versus the United States of America. 3 Ks up in that mug. We want change. We screaming for change in the Ozarks. We live in some of the most racist area of the country. They want it buried and gone, and it was only 50 years ago where shit was still going on here. So we're not that far removed. And the reality of it is, when we be honest about that, we really can move forward. But we won't even acknowledge the knife that is still there. We pull it out an inch and we call that progress. I'm sorry, that's not. Also, a lot of people, look, no disrespect. Different times, so you had to deal with different shit, and the fear of your life was a real prominent thing. If you spoke out, if you did anything against anything, you got hung, you got murdered, all kind of shit, right? But in 2020, y'all gonna have to kill me, right? That's where I'm at. I'm not fucked up about it. I can no longer be silent, and I'm no longer gonna turn my eye or none of that. Now, I am getting some coaching on some of the delivery because I understand, you know, the truth hurts, and people will lash out when that cognitive dissonance kick in and you upset with the root of what they believe in, the core. Oh, wait, and this is my family dynamic, my legacy that you attacking, right? Because your predecessors set the tone, right? The people that were before us is who did this shit. We just here kind of picking up the pieces, trying to make sense of it. And since most of it's been whitewashed, confused, we don't understand the dynamics and why this is deep-rooted stuff. So on today's episode, I got the future coming on the line. And, you know, I got mad respect for him just because his story is like anybody else with a story. You know, you come from some hard shit, and to still have your mind, because this is a spiritual war, it's not about the material. You can have the biggest, nicest, fanciest house. This is a spiritual war. And if you still have your mind and you have knowledge, knowledge is power. They can't take that from you. They can take your house. They can take your car. They can take your money. They can take your status. They cannot take what you know, right? And it's a billion trillion dollar industry on shit you don't know. Your ignorance. When you don't know or you don't care, somebody exploits that and takes full advantage of that, right? So today I want to have Mr. Flenoid on the line. I've been calling him Mr. Mayor already. Hey, might as well make some noise, you know. Hey, this is the time, this is the window. They trying to figure out, well, why and how are we this messed up and nobody really knew. It's time to speak up. And in Springfield, they're not going to speak up because our so-called leadership have titles. They're good old boys. And they not going to say what's really going on because they don't want to mess up their status or nothing. And see, that's not my problem. That's not my agenda. So what you'll see on my show is these people that are really in the community, really involved, have a story, and really looking to make some real changes. And I feel like the core of this man, he talk on some good shit. So let's see what he really about. But we got a lot of crab in the bucket going on, where the next man that looks like him, jealous of him, envious of him. 30, 40-year-old beefs? Are you kidding? I would find out bitches hate me from being a kid. They still hate my guts. I'm mortified. Like, oh, I done forgot shit y'all done did to me and all kind of shit. Forgave, I thought, but I ain't done nothing to none of y'all, first of all. So to be mad at me, you mad at yourself. Deal with them demons. But anyway, let's get to it, because I ain't going to be on here all day. All right, I am back. Season 2, episode 2 of the Tea and Cognac session. This your girl O'Brien, a.k.a. O, a.k.a. O.B. And had to relocate, having a little technical difficulties. I done told y'all I'm not the engineer, but I done pulled up on Larry the Man. And I want to talk about a couple of things just because Springfield, Missouri going through something right now. And this is the time to speak up, and very few are speaking up about what's really actually happening. So he's going to tell us what's up, what his agenda is, and just kind of clue us in on the details. Because I grew up in Kansas City, but I know these mugs, but I don't know. So he's, he's the gate in, and he's going to let us know what's up. So go ahead, Larry. What's up? The people want to hear from you.
What up with it? What they want to know? You got questions?
Yeah.
Ask your questions.
So who hates each other more? The white hating the blacks or the blacks hating the blacks here in Springfield? Is that a split question?
Yeah. Because honestly, being black in Springfield, you got to watch out for other black people, and you got to watch out for white people. Right. So it's like you got to watch out for your own kind, man. Your own kind will attack you for doing good. The white people will attack you for doing good. You just become one of the most attacked people in the world, and it sucks because you become caged in. You know what I'm saying? You got nowhere to run. You got enemies on both sides. So and everybody coming to get you, and that's just how it is. Right.
I see outsider coming in. I see a lot of people attacking, but I also see a lot of people wanting to hear from you and build these bridges and these gaps. So what's your biggest challenge right now?
Trying to unite everybody, because that's what my fight for. My movement is called Our Lives Matter. And with that, we're fighting for everybody. It don't matter what your sexual preference is, your gender preference, your skin color, your religion, your age, your financial background. We out here fighting for everybody equally, to include everybody. We trying to change the dynamic of those who are writing these laws that people out here enforcing. We're trying to create real change. And when you trying to do that's one of the hardest things that you endure.
Do you think we can do this? Bridge the hate? Can we do this? Do you think we'll see it in our generation?
No. But we gonna start it. I'd be damned if I sit here and not start it. Like that's the whole reason I do what I do, is because I know it ain't gonna end with me, and I know that for a fact. But as long as I pour that foundation, that's going to be the groundwork for somebody to come after me and continue what I'm doing. Because like I said, with all these books and stuff that I'm reading, I highlight the important things that's important to me, my message, my movement, and the things that I want to accomplish in my life. So as I educate that next one behind me, all I'm going to do is pass him on the exact tools of my learning. So it's just going to be like that. And then he take what I've learned and then put his own spin on there and continue that process. It's going to start with us, but it definitely won't end.
And there you go, Springfield, Missouri. So, black man in America, 2020, has a past, has a history, but has overcome and has great things going on. So, you know, you can attack whatever the history, but the truth is, who out here really doing something for the legacy? Not just a pat on the back, not just for the hype, just really trying to heal and grow. And see, that's what my mission is. The Melanin Initiative. As black people, we have to have these honest conversations by ourselves, really. This needs to be taking place before we can really join with everybody. We have to start with self. If you hate the next man that look like you because he's doing a little better, why not just ask the question, what you doing different? So, real stuff. It's time to change. It's time to do different. And you either you're on the pot, it's time to get up. And like I keep telling y'all, this train coming. Get on, get off, but get out my way. So anyway, coming to you from Springfield, Missouri. This is the hood. This is our home. I grew up in this area, know it very well. I've returned. This is home. So I've not claimed Springfield before, and for the first time in my 34 years, I'm claiming this thing. And it's disappointing. So it's time to be honest. And like I tell y'all, I'm coming for the root. And my grandma said, cut that thing off at the root. You hear me? You about to be mad at me if you still on that bull and you still trying to cover up for your title and whatever. It's game over. I'm done. I'm tired. It's time to move on. And I'll be damned if I leave this for my kids and other kids like my kids, because he has great family. You know, we want to fix the future. How do you fix the future? You got to heal the present and the past. And with trauma, you have to acknowledge it. America is suffering from trauma. Mental state. We got to address it. Let's start. Hit me up on Facebook, OSDLLC. I am the Melanin Initiative. You got Larry behind me. Call it out again.
What up, y'all? Larry Flenoid, you know, human rights organizer, starting the movement, Our Lives Matter. Check us out on Facebook. You know, be running for mayor in Springfield pretty soon. But
flash the shirt. Flash the shirt.
Bam.
And that is how you collaborate and move forward and heal. Peace.